How do laws combat money laundering and financial crime? This video explores key legislation including POCA, the Terrorism Act, and the Bribery Act. Understand the offenses and defenses involved. The Proceeds of Crime Act is the UK's primary money laundering law. It consolidated older laws and introduced civil recovery and SARs. POCA applies to everyone, not just regulated firms. It outlines 3 main offenses with severe penalties. These offenses include concealing, arrangements, and acquisition. Concealing involves disguising or moving criminal property. This can include converting it or transferring it out of the UK. Penalties include up to 14 years imprisonment. Even a small amount, like £1, can be enough for an offense. Examples include using false names or converting to cryptocurrency. Arrangements involve facilitating control of criminal property. Suspicion alone can lead to charges without actual knowledge. This applies to professionals like solicitors and bankers. No personal gain is needed for an offense. A defense exists if consent is obtained from the NCA beforehand. Acquisition covers using or possessing criminal property. It includes handling stolen goods or receiving fraudulent proceeds. Proof is needed that property came from crime. A defense is showing adequate consideration was given. Penalties are severe, with up to 14 years imprisonment. The maximum sentence for POCA offenses is 14 years. Unlimited fines can also be imposed. Confiscation orders strip criminals of illegal gains. These penalties aim to deter money laundering activities. The severity reflects the seriousness of financial crime. Defenses include authorized disclosure and reasonable excuse. Adequate consideration applies only to Section 329 offenses. Overseas conduct is a defense if legal in that country. Legal advice given under privilege is also protected. These defenses provide limited protection against charges. SARs are reports of suspected money laundering. They are submitted to the UK Financial Intelligence Unit. SARs can lead to the recovery of criminal funds. They are crucial in combating financial crime. Around 901,000 SARs were submitted last year. Staff report suspicions to the MLRO immediately. The MLRO reviews and files a SAR if necessary. SARs are submitted through the NCA SAR online portal. Records of SARs must be kept for over 5 years. This process ensures timely action against money laundering. A DAML SAR requests consent from the NCA for a transaction. Consent must be obtained before proceeding. The NCA has 7 days to refuse. A moratorium period can extend investigations. Tipping off about a DAML request is a separate offense. The Terrorism Act targets terrorist financing. It applies to terrorist property, not just criminal property. Clean money can become terrorist property if earmarked for terrorism. No predicate offense is needed for charges. This makes the act broader than POCA. Terrorist property includes money for terrorism. It covers proceeds from terrorist acts. Resources of proscribed organizations are included. Any property used for terrorism is considered terrorist property. This broad definition aids in combating terrorism financing. Fundraising offenses include inviting money for terrorism. Using or possessing money for terrorism is an offense. Arrangements to make money available for terrorism are illegal. These offenses carry severe penalties. They aim to disrupt financial support for terrorism. Section 18 addresses arrangements for terrorist property. It includes concealment and removal from jurisdiction. Defenses mirror those under POCA's DAML regime. Penalties include up to 14 years imprisonment. These measures target the financial networks of terrorism. TACT mandates reporting of terrorism-related information. Disclosures must be made to a constable or MLRO. Failure to disclose is punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. The duty applies to all employed in money-handling businesses. SARS for TACT use the same NCA portal as POCA. Tipping off alerts suspects about investigations. It applies to SARs and law enforcement actions. Offenses exist under both POCA and TACT. The aim is to prevent evidence destruction or absconding. Penalties include up to 2 years imprisonment. Failing to disclose suspicions is an offense. It applies to the regulated sector under POCA and TACT. Knowledge or suspicion of money laundering triggers the duty. Penalties can reach 5 years imprisonment. Defenses include reasonable excuse and following internal procedures. Correct. The Bribery Act is a tough anti-bribery law. It replaced older statutes and applies globally. UK companies can be prosecuted for bribery worldwide. Non-UK companies in the UK are also covered. The Act aims to prevent bribery in all forms. Offenses include bribing another and being bribed. Bribing a foreign official is specifically addressed. Corporate failure to prevent bribery is an offense. The Act's penalties are severe, with up to 10 years imprisonment. These offenses aim to eradicate bribery at all levels. We've explored key legislation combating financial crime. Understanding POCA, TACT, and the Bribery Act is crucial. These laws aim to deter money laundering, terrorism financing, and bribery. This is the conclusion of the video. Have questions? Send a WhatsApp to 0748-436-1688, and our team will be delighted to assist. Thanks for your attention, and see you next time.